Go on.
Honorable Chair, I have a few questions for the witness. So, Honorable Mwenda,
Yes.
what do you do for a living?
Thank you, Council. My name is Honorable Mwenda, representing the people of Akithe One and the Lindo minority. And what I do for a living, I'm a politician and specifically the member of County Assembly. Thank you.
When were you sworn into office?
Which party?
Elected under DEP party.
When were you sworn into office?
I was sworn into office on 21st September 2022.
Honorable Chair, to enable the Honorable Chair and the Honorable Senators follow through, the witness statement is from page 2 to page 7 of our volume 5, which is the County Assembly documents, the witness statements. What other leadership positions do you occupy in the County Assembly?
Thank you, Council. In the County Assembly, I occupy the leadership of the minority party as the Lindo minority party in the Assembly.
Okay. Why has Meru County been hitting the deadline, hitting the headlines in the recent past?
Thank you. Through the chair, the Meru County has been hitting the headlines because of how the governor has been conducting herself in public rallies, whereby she has going vilifying other leaders and inciting public against other leaders. Especially my case, it happened, and this thing made the Meru County hit the headlines in the whole of this republic and even abroad.
I refer you to paragraph 7 of your witness statement. It is on page 4 of volume 5. Kindly explain to this Honorable Committee and to the Chair what was going on or what transpired on the 24th of October 2022.
Thank you. Honorable Chair and the committee, on 24th of October, the governor under rally at Mwaronkanga, that is in Akithe ward, specifically my ward, and to be more specific, in my village. And since the rally was in my ward, I attended the rally, and hoping the governor will be launching some development project, but to find that there were no project, the governor came for some political reasons, and the governor in that instance, she incited the public against me as a member of the County Assembly in that ward, whereby she accused me of having thrown stones, or accused me together with other members of County Assembly having thrown stones. And then she demanded, she posed the question to the public that I should apologize publicly of the wrongs that I didn't know on behalf of the County Assembly.
Do you have evidence of what transpired before this Honorable Committee?
Yes, I have evidence of what happened in that day. The evidence is in Annex, the video in Annex 11.
Honorable Chair, you will recall that we played Annex 11 in the morning, and the transcript for the said video is to be found in pages 86 to 90 of our volume 1. We will not be playing it because you are pressed for time. So, when you attended this meeting, what did you think was the purpose of the meeting?
When I attended the meeting, I thought the governor was coming to launch the project, and actually I was very much expectant. I went there in good faith, but there was no project which was being launched in that meeting. Actually, the governor had come there to just incite the public against me because I'm a leader in the assembly. Maybe the governor thought that I'm the person who has been behind what the altercations that has been happening between the governor and the County Assembly. So when I went there, I expected that some project will be launched by the governor, but to find none which was launched that day.
So why did the governor hold this rally?
Myself, I may not be much aware about, the reason why the governor held the rally, but to my thinking, the governor held the rally maybe to come and maybe incite my people and show my people how maybe I've been working, I've been being a member of the county assembly representing the area, how the assembly has been working against or fighting against
Okay. Describe to this honorable committee what was happening in that video. And Honorable Chair, I think the members can follow up with the transcript that is on pages 86 to 90 of our volume 1. Describe briefly what was happening in that video. Thank
you, Council. Honorable Chair and the committee, the video was played during the day, and in that video, the governor posed a question to the public that I should apologize publicly. And now because it is a question that was posed to the public, and the public was in fear, as the governor alluded, that if I don't reconcile with that, then they're not going to get any development project in that area. So the governor requested me to come and apologize publicly. And when I rose, because the public was incited, and now I found myself, I had nothing but to rise. And when I arose, I just wanted to defend my case, because whatever the governor said wasn't true about myself. So I rose, I wanted to defend the case, but the governor had another microphone, whereby she used to interject me, trying to incite the public that I should apologize, and that she has the evidence of what I said it's not truth, and that I should not taint myself by saying that the evidence, or by saying that whatever the governor said is not true. So when I said that I'm not going to apologize, the governor immensely became angry. She became angry and then grabbed the microphone out of my hands. So I just decided to go and sit down, because I respected the office of the governor and the governor herself. I decided to go and sit down and leave the situation at that point. Thank you, Council.
With reference to paragraph 12 of your statement, how would you describe the conduct of the governor as seen in that video?
The conduct of the governor, I can say it is in gross misconduct, because actually as an elected member, I deserve respect. Honorable Chair, in that meeting, my mother was there, and the other villagers who were there, my neighbors were in that rally. And I felt so much humiliated, I felt so much embarrassed that I was told to apologize publicly of undisclosed wrongs that I didn't know about. I was even told that the governor told me that she is protecting me from the speaker of dangers I didn't know. She was protecting me. And everybody, I'm quite embarrassed, because when the governor grabbed the microphone, and even how she used to interject while I tried to make my point, the governor is making a point. So I wasn't even able to speak out and even to explain myself. So that one, I see it is a gross misconduct by the governor to humiliate an elected leader in public, and a state officer for that matter.
Has the governor in a response stated the reasons why she asked you to give a public apology?
No, the governor didn't state the reason why I was supposed to make the public apology.
So what provisions of the Constitution has the governor by her conduct breached?
The governor by her conduct, she broke the Articles 10, 73 and 75 of the Constitution, Section 19 of the Public Officer Act, Ethics Act, and Section 29 and 34 of the Leadership and Integrity Act.
What do these provisions require the governor to do or to observe in the conduct or running of her affairs as the chief executive of the county?
Chair, I request to check.
You can refresh your memory. You can check volume 2 of authorities.
Thank you, Council.
Honorable Chair, to enable the Honorable Chair and the members follow through, they can check. You can check pages 2 and 5 of our volume 2. That is a county assembly's list and bundle of authorities. Page 2 with reference to Article 10. What does it provide?
Article 10, National Values and Principles of Governance. And Principles of Governance. 1. The national values and principles of governance in this article made all state organs, state officers, public officers, and all persons whenever any of them A. applies or interprets this Constitution, B. enact, applies or interprets any law, or C. makes or implements public policy decisions. Sub-article 2.
You can quickly turn to page 5. Page 5, which is Article 73.
Article 73. Thank you.
Yes, okay.
Chair, I don't mean to be rude or to interfere with the council. We've advised here many times. And you know, the reason why I'm doing this, I want it to be on record again. Don't take us into the exercise of looking at the evidence that was put here and whether they merit a constitutional violation or not. Council, now let me beg you, use your witnesses to prove your case. It is upon this committee to figure out whether the evidence given here violated the Constitution or not. I don't know whether to guide you with some prescription. If you, for instance, allege that the governor has appointed someone to office with disregard to the Constitution, when you bring me a witness, what I'm expecting is for you to tell me, the witness, that this is, here is the date this person entered the office, here is another evidence of this person earning salary, here is the evidence of this person carrying a duty for which they were given without the respect to the Constitution. But if you take us into this intellectual exercise of whether the claims you made here merit the constitutional threshold, surely, counsel, what exercise are you doing here? I'm questioning you this with good faith because you are disadvantaging yourself in terms of proving your case. It is a point where Senator Edwin of Nairobi County had advised that we should just keep quiet and let you go. But it is irritating to me because I feel like I want you to prove your case. And this is the last witness for your information. Chair.
Thank you. You are so guided. Please, I've added you 3 more minutes because of that interlude. Proceed.
Honorable Chair, I would just want to refer the witness to the, or just maybe to ask one question to the witness. This conduct by the governor, or whatever transpired, as we saw in the video that was played in the morning, is it conduct that is demeaning of our office, the office which she holds? Is it conduct unbecoming on the part of the governor, or how would you describe this conduct?
Thank you, Honorable Chair and the honorable members. On my case here, I'm here to prove that as a leader of minority, I was vilified and I was humiliated by the governor. And the conduct of the governor is, first of all, demeaning our office, and also it's demeaning my office as a MCA. Because actually, as I said before, I felt so much embarrassed and humiliated. Even the people who had a lot of respect towards me, that day, the respect maybe disappeared because of how I got humiliated by the governor in public. So that the conduct of the governor is not the right conduct by a person of such a high level of a governor.
Okay.
Chair, just some clarity from council. I can see the relevance of Article 73 and 75. Please guide me on the relevance of Article 10 vis-a-vis the conduct of a governor.
Article 10, Honorable Chair and Honorable Senator, Article 10 speaks to the national values and principles of governance, and particularly the respect for the rule of law, good governance, and I think all other national values and principles of governance that are listed there under democracy, participation of the people, and all that. So if the governor is in breach, as we allege, of various provisions of the law, then she is not respecting the rule of law. I hope that satisfies.
Council, if I hear the argument of a witness,
Yes.
is that the alleged conduct of a governor violates Article 73 because it doesn't demonstrate respect for the people. That's clear. 75, demeaning of the office of the holder. You have said that yourself.
Yes.
The way I understand Article 10 is that Article 10 kicks in only when you are doing the three things listed in Article 10(1) A, B, and C. Not when you are in a rally or in a market or at a funeral. When you are doing those three things, applying or interpreting the Constitution, enacting or applying or interpreting the law, making or implementing public policy decisions. That's the framework. So, which of the acts that are supposed to be offending fall within the purview of those three provisions?
Article 10, specifically, I think paragraph 2B speaks to human dignity as one of the national
Council,
values and principles.
I know
of
that.
government.
I'm
Yes.
asking, those principles you are talking about kick in when you are doing those three things in in 10(1) A, B, and C. So what conduct of the governor falls within? Was she applying or interpreting the Constitution, applying or interpreting a law? Was she making or implementing public policy? That is when you go to the principles.
Under B.
So that is why I'm asking the relevance of Article 10 here.
Firstly, Honorable Chair, the Constitution is read as a holistic whole. And if you go down, I think, in Articles 73, you will see that the governor in the conduct of a public and private life should conduct herself in such a manner as to bring honor and dignity to the office that she holds. More specifically, as a state officer. Article 10 speaks to those national values and principles of governance, and the governor in vilifying or in attending these rallies against the members of the county assembly, those are public decisions that she made in her capacity as governor that are vilifying other leaders within the county assembly, within the architecture of the county government. I hope that satisfies you, Senator.
Thank you. Council, I've heard you, but that is your senior. So you better listen to him.
Yes, with tremendous respect to him.
Somewhere I read that a council must come to court with evidence, but should not come to court on a fishing expedition.
Sure.
Somewhere I read.
Honorable Chair, indeed we have the evidence, which is Annex 11. It's only that we are pressed for them and do not have to play it again. But we've referred these, you Honorable Chair and the committee, to the relevant transcript for that annex. And maybe to wind up, I just have one question, two questions for the witness. What would you want this Honorable Committee to do?
Thank you, Honorable Chair and the committee. Being a leader and having been a victim to what happened or to the conduct of the governor, my request to this committee is that the committee impeaches the governor, because we want to prevent this one from happening to another leader, especially the elected leaders. So that's my request to the committee through the chair.
Honorable Chair, because I see our time is up, when the committee and the Honorable Chair retreat, you can consider sections 29 and 34 that speak to bullying and misleading members of the public, and section 19 of the Public Officer Ethics Act, specifically on pages 18 and 19 of volume 2 and pages 23 of our volume 2. That is all for this witness, Honorable Chair. I give him up for cross-examination.
Thank you. Cross-examine. Counsel for the governor.
I'm fine, thank you, Counsel. I'm one of the counsel for the governors, Manassas Mwangi. We are here for assistance to understand what happened, and in your statement, Honorable Chair and Committee, which is in volume 5 of the County Assembly documents, the witness statements, the first statement commencing at page 2 of that bundle, and from page 3 going forward to page 4 and 5. Mr. Mwenda, Honorable Member Mwenda, you create an impression that we have a dysfunctional government in the county of Meru. There is disunity. You've used words that governor is at loggerheads with every leader, church leaders, including elders, the county assembly members, national assembly members. You said that there is tension, there is anxiety, there is disunity. Is that the picture that you really intended to create for this honorable committee? Thank you, Chair and honorable members.
Just ask me yes or no, so to move to the next question.
Yes.
Yes. Do you think that having a dysfunctional county government is such a serious issue, actually a national issue?
It is.
It is. That if the governor has committed acts that have led the county government to be what you want us to believe, and can lead to actually dissolution of that government, it's an issue that requires further address by other institutions?
Sorry? Come again.
If you believe that the government is actually dysfunctional and can actually lead to dissolution of that government, do you think it's such a serious issue that even the National Assembly of Kenya should be concerned with what is happening in Meru County? Yes or no?
Yes.
Under the standing orders number 20 of the County Assembly of Meru County, the Assembly can ask the governor to come and address the County Assembly on such an important issue. That correct?
Yes.
Is there any invitation or any letter by the County Assembly or the Speaker or any member of the County Assembly making such a request to the governor?
There is no request because there has been no communication with the governor.
There is no request. Thank you. You have told us that the main things you are testifying on are the events that happened in your village.
Yes.
In a meeting where your own mother was present. You felt it was particularly sensitive for that reason. And more particularly dehumanizing for that reason.
Yes.
And you've come here to support the motion for that reason.
Yeah.
And this motion required public participation before it can sail through the assembly.
Yes, of course.
Did you conduct the public participation?
Yeah, the public participation was conducted.
In which ward or which station were you present on the day of public participation?
I was present in Tigania sub-county.
In Tigania sub-county. Is that in your ward?
No, it is not in my ward. But the public participation was done at sub-county levels.
It was not done at the ward levels?
Yes.
Would you know the reason? Would you know the reason? Yes or no?
There is no reason.
There is no reason. In your own village or in your own ward, did you ever speak of this motion to the citizens?
Yeah, I spoke.
Did you organize a rally for that purpose?
I didn't.
You did not?
Yeah.
Did you speak about it in any church? Yes or no?
Yeah, I've been speaking about it.
Did you specifically address any congregation of any church on this motion?
Yeah.
Which church?
My own church.
Yeah?
My own church, Moronkanga MCA, at the crowd where we were during that day.
That church?
Yes.
What time of the service? Date and time?
Date, I can't recall the date.
Yes.
But I spoke in one of the Sundays.
In a church service?
Yeah.
In the course of the proceedings, you are allowed to address the congregation inside the church?
Yeah. A person is allowed to address.
No, I'm not asking whether a person is allowed. You were allowed on that particular day that you cannot remember?
Yes, I was allowed.
Okay. In the period between the commencement of public participation and the day of public participation, there were 7 days. So there was only one Sunday to do that. Correct?
This one, I'm saying from the day that we gave the notice of the motion up to date.
Definitely.
I didn't say that I spoke about it in between the days that the governor was given the notice or the days of public participation.
I was interested in you are speaking of this motion before it was debated in the county assembly. Did you ever educate your people on this motion?
No, I did speak to church on that specific Sunday.
You did not. On the events in that video that you referred us to, we had seen it here, and when you received the microphone, you told the governor, Governor, some of the things you are saying are true, others are not true. You remember that conversation?
Yes, I remember.
So some things were true, and some were not true. Say yes or no?
Yes.
So there were things that you were aware of, which the governor was talking about, or the wananchi were talking about, that have happened.
That happened.
You cannot be saying some things were true, others were not true, if they
The
never happened.
things that I said that are true,
Yes.
about the disunity that the governor talked about,
Yes.
the disunity in between the county assembly and the executive,
Yes.
or the MCs and the governor herself,
Yes.
that one was true.
That one was true.
Yes,
What was
because the MCAs were...
What was not true?
What was not true, the governor told the public
Yes.
that I was the first person who threw the stone
Yes.
to the governor.
Who
That
threw
I
the
was,
stone
I was the first person who led the rest in the county assembly to walk out the governor, which was not true.
Thank you very much. That walkout and the throwing of the stone is what happened on 19th of October.
Yes.
Thank you. You were in that county assembly.
Yeah, I was there.
You actually walked out when the governor was giving her address,
Yes, I walked out.
and you left her giving the address.
Yes.
You did not hear her concluding her address.
I didn't hear her.
You did not hear her. You have been quoted, and you have been very forceful and passionate, talking about development in your county and in your ward. Is that correct?
Yes. But I don't know which quotations were done.
You have quoted.
But I've been
but
passionate about development
you
in
have
my
been
ward.
passionate about development.
Yes.
Do you understand your responsibility as an MCA is legislative to just make laws?
Yeah.
Council, your time is up. That should be your concluding question.
Honorable Chair, would you kindly allow us just 5 minutes?
How many?
5 minutes. Because these are crucial witnesses, and we realize we didn't spend so much time on the others. And I think it will help clear things. And maybe even the questions from the floor and the examination will be less.
Okay, so you're going
And also,
to you'll finish at 5 past. 5 past.
Let me strive, my Honorable Chairman,
2?
to strive to wrap up within the 5 minutes.
Yeah, that is 5 past. I'm looking on the clock.
Okay. In the place where you held the assembly, I mean the meeting of 24th,
Yes.
you remember?
Yeah.
It was at Igoji Secondary School?
On 24th,
Yes.
I'm not aware about that meeting because I don't want to give the evidence that is not clear.
Thank you. Do you know Igoji Secondary School?
I haven't been there before.
Do you know it?
Yeah, but I've not gone
Is
there.
it in your ward?
Igoji?
Yes.
No, Igoji is not in my ward.
How far away from your ward?
From my ward is around 60 kilometers.
Around 60 kilometers. You've said that the governor has, on that day when you were grabbed off the mic, the governor talked ill about every MCA in your statement.
Yes, because the governor...
What did he say about that particular MCA where Igoji Secondary is?
I didn't hear her talk about the MCA.
You did not hear her talk about that MCA. You have said that you have no problem with the governor.
I have no problem with her.
The problem is the ward fund.
Not the ward fund.
But you have talked and we've seen videos of you talking about the ward fund.
I don't have any personal problem with the governor.
But you want the governor to address the ward fund, one way or the other.
Kazo,
Say yes or no.
no.
You do not want the governor to address the ward fund.
Yes.
You have also not spoken anything about the ward fund. Say yes or no.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure when I spoke about the word.
You're not sure.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Your honorable colleague came and told us that the other problem you have with the governor is that she's refusing to sit down. You have a kamukonji, you talk on how you are going to deal with each other, the county assembly and the county government. Is that correct? Say yes or no.
You know, Council, there are some things you can't say yes, because they have some truth and they have some false. So if you have some time to explain yourself.
You will have a time in re-examination to explain. So is a yes or a no?
No.
It's no. On the day the governor was supposed to come to address the county assembly, the day before that she came, the MCAs met on 18th of October and issued a public address that they are not able to work with the governor and they will not listen to the governor because she has not addressed their issues. You remember that press conference?
Yes.
You also remember that press conference, the Speaker of the County Assembly saying he's the 70th MCA?
No.
You don't remember?
I don't remember that.
Okay. You've said in this, when you felt verified and you felt bad as a person, have you sought other reparations, for instance, to sue the governor for defamation, to be paid damages, to appeal to your emotions? Have you done that?
No.
So antagonizing the government of Meru County is what appeases you?
I'm not antagonizing the Meru County government.
Or that's what the last threshold?
No, we are not antagonizing the Meru County government.
The bishop, the pastor who came and testified before you told us that he had lived in America for 10 years, he had been racially abused, and that's why he felt overly sensitive about what the governor said. Would you also say the fact that the governor made the comments she made in your village in the presence of your mother, you felt more sensitive than you would ordinarily feel?
Of course, I felt bad when the governor incited my own people to rise against me.
Thank you, Council. That will be it.
Thank you, Chairman. Please,
I've
Chairman, I humbly beg that you allow my learned friend, Mr. Mutuma, just 2 minutes to clarify only one issue with this MCA. I had 3 questions I wish to abandon, and allow me to yield that 2 minutes to clarify 2 issues. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Chair, for the opportunity. Honorable Mwenda Idhili.
Yes, Council.
Good night. It's already midnight.
Too.
At paragraph 7 of your witness statement, you confirm that you were invited to attend to that meeting where the governor allegedly vilified you.
Yes.
Who invited you?
I was invited by the acting chief officer, agriculture. He's the one who told me about the information of the rally.
That is the office of the governor.
Yeah.
That is the office of the governor. So then you cannot purport that the governor is not working with other leaders when you are invited to attend to that meeting.
The invitation was not formal because he used to be a friend. And he told me the governor will come to my ward. So I just decided to go there because the governor had invited the former MCA.
Informally or formally, you were invited for that meeting by someone from the office of the governor?
Informally. I just and I said I must be at my home, and specifically at my ward.
You say that from your statement again, you were hounded by the governor off the stage. That's a very strong term you've used. Hounded off the stage.
Which paragraph?
Paragraph 11, page 5. You use the word, the governor then hounded me off the stage.
Yes, because when the governor grabbed the microphone from my hands,
I have not asked the question.
She told me to go and debate in the assembly.
I'm yet to ask the question, Honorable.
Yes.
You say that the governor hounded you off the stage.
Yes.
Do you know the meaning of the word hounded?
Maybe Council, you could explain further to me.
It's a question I'm asking. Do you know the meaning or not?
Maybe
this is your statement. I believe this is your English.
Yes, it is my English.
So do you know the meaning of the word hounded off the stage?
Yes, when the governor ravished me from the stage.
When the governor?
Chased me out of the stage because when she grabbed the microphone and told me to go and debate in the assembly.
So it is.
That is just chasing me away from the stage.
So it is your evidence that the governor chased you out of the stage?
Yes. When somebody grabs the microphone, of course you leave the stage and go and sit down.
There is no evidence of the governor chasing you from stage. Have you brought any evidence to show the governor chasing you out of the stage?
What was I to do, Council, when she took the microphone? I just went back to the seat.
Thank you.
Because
you
she told me go and debate in the county assembly.
Thank you. Honorable Mwenda, You actually appeared for this meeting very late when the governor was already addressing the crowd.
No. I was there before the governor came.
You were there before the governor came?
Yes.
But at the point when you talked, the governor had already taken the podium to speak. Yes or no?
It is the governor who invited me
Thank you.
to speak
Thank
and to publicly make
Thank
an
you.
apology.
So the governor interrupted her speech to invite you to speak.
To give an apology, not
It's
to
okay,
speak.
but it's the governor who invited you in the middle of her speech.
Yes, to come and give the apology.
You do realize that by protocol, the governor is usually the last person to speak before the meeting ends.
Yes.
So the governor was being courteous to invite you, and she had a right, if you abused that privilege, to cut you short.
Because, you know, the governor was not inviting me to make the speech. The governor was inviting me to publicly make an apology.
So
and that's where, and I decided to rise and take the microphone because of how she had incited the public. And then she gave me the microphone, and then another person brought another microphone, so I returned the microphone to the governor. And then while I was speaking, the governor was interjecting.
Thank you.
Until I was not able to explain myself, and then the governor told me to go and sit down, to go and debate in the assembly.
You do confirm that from the clips we watched, that the crowd, a section of it, demanded that you apologize. In fact, the governor asked them, does she apologize on your behalf? And they said no, let him apologize. You confirm that is contained in the video?
Not the crowd that demanded. It is the governor who posed the question.
But the crowd answered in the affirmative.
Of course, because the governor posed the question that I make an apology, the crowd had to say, yes, I make an apology.
Thank you.
Council,
yes.
Thank you very much. That was 5 minutes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, you may re-examine. How many minutes will you need?
Kawira will give us an indication, Chair.
Honorable Chair, I think I'll take not more than 3 minutes. I only have 2 questions for the witness. 3 minutes, to be precise. 3 minutes, yes. Honorable Mwenda, I have 2 questions for you.
Yes, Council.
Have you read the impeachment motion?
I've given you 5.
Okay, very well, Chair. Have you read the impeachment motion?
Yes, I have.
So you are aware of the allegations, the 62 specific allegations against the governor?
I'm not aware about all of them.
Okay.
But I can recall some of them.
Do you recall any specific allegation that relates to the ward fund?
There is no allegation about the ward fund.
There is no allegation about the ward fund in the entire impeachment motion?
There is no allegation concerning the ward fund in the whole of that impeachment motion.
I think that is all, Chair.
Thank you very much. Members, Tango.
Thank you very much, Chair. And I would want to apologize to the Honorable Mwenda for keeping you late. And the Chair has not forced me to apologize.
It's well, Honorable Senator.
My issue is on the Leadership and Integrity Act. You talked about Section 34, trying to explain what is bullying. And you're talking about that encounter that you had with the governor where he forced you to apologize. Part 2 of that Section 34, saying that a state officer shall not bully any person. For purposes of subsection 1, bullying includes repeated offensive behavior, which is vindicative, cruel, malicious, or humiliating, and is intended to undermine a person. So the word here is repeated. Did you encounter the same with the governor? Or have you encountered the same repeated behavior?
I haven't encountered any repetition of the same.
So you can say it was one instance.
Yeah, it was one instance.
The other question is, this committee is going to make recommendations, whether we let the governor go or we let the governor stay. And in some of the recommendation, probably, there could be someone suggesting that since nobody is working with the other, the assembly is not working with the governor is not working with the county, probably would recommend dissolution of the county so that people can go back and for fresh election. I'm just saying probably.
Thank you.
Would you, what's your comment on that?
Thank you, Honorable Chair and Honorable Senator. It is upon this House or the committee to decide whether the governor will get back or she'll get impeached. And in any case, if the governor gets back, then the governor should be able to work with other leaders. The governor should be able to respect other leaders, because even us as leaders, we represent people. That's my case.
Lastly, Mr. Chairman, there's a word that has been used so many times in these submissions, vilification. Allow me to use a word that has not been used, just to know whether the member knows the meaning. The word chauvinism. You know the meaning?
Yes.
Would we say that, because I've listened to various witnesses saying how painful they felt when some things were said, could it be because they have a formed opinion on the person who is saying those words, that it is so hurting that you would want somebody impeached?
Honorable Senator, there is no formed opinion against the governor in that case.
Okay, that's all.
Thank you, Chair. Briefly, I would want to know from the Honorable Member, what was your relationship with the governor before, and what is it like now after he visited your ward? And then secondly, you felt aggrieved by the governor's speech in that you felt defamed. Why then, my concern is therefore, did you launch a complaint in the form of defamation? That way your issue concerning the matter would have been addressed better. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Chair and Honorable Senator. My relationship with the governor before then, it was good, of course, because before the altercations with the rest of the members or the whole of the county assembly, the relationship with the governor was good. But since then, since the day that I got humiliated or vilified, my relationship hasn't been good, because we have never sat with the governor. There has been no communication between the governor and the assembly. And then about reporting or putting the case out of the defamation that was made to me, I haven't done that. Because actually, out of all these processes, the motion of impeachment came in, and the process now continued.
Chair, first I want to say to Mheshimiwa that I think I'm the only person in this committee who has been in a situation similar to the one that you are in. Mr. Chairman, I was very famously humiliated by a member of parliament who's now a cabinet secretary in a public function. So I understand what you're feeling. I just wanted to commiserate and to clarify two things. Did I hear you say that you went to this particular meeting because she had invited your opponent? Did you say that?
No, I didn't go because she had invited my opponent.
Yes.
But the acting chief officer for agriculture and told me that the governor will come to my ward. And when I went there in good faith, expecting that the governor is going to launch some project. And to my surprise, because I arrived before the governor came, to my surprise, I met the former MCA there. And actually the husband to the governor alluded that he is the one who had invited the former MCA so that he can show them the way around the villages.
Okay.
So I met him. I didn't know whether he could have come to the meeting.
Then another clarification from something I might have heard wrong, but council asked you whether you are familiar with all the accusations that were facing the governor. Did you say that you are not familiar with all the grounds put forward for her impeachment?
Yeah, I'm familiar, but
not with all of them.
Not all of them, because
was this matter prosecuted when it was being prosecuted before the assembly? Were you in the assembly?
I was in the assembly.
Did you vote on this motion?
Yes, I voted.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Chair. Just very quickly, just for the record, Mheshimiwa.
Yes, Senator.
Could you state the reason, as you know, why the governor wanted to apologize?
Why the governor wanted me to make the public apology?
Yes.
I didn't know the reason, because she didn't disclose the wrongs that I...
What was the claim that she wanted you to apologize about?
You know, the governor, when she came, she incited the public about the wrongs that have been done by all the MCAs collectively. That the MCAs walked out of her in the assembly when she came to make an address, and that the MCAs and thrown stones to her. So she tried to incite the public. And
so the issue that she wanted to apologize about was the issue of walking out. I want the issue that she wanted to apologize about.
Yeah, it is not specifically the issue of walking out, but it is the issue, the altercations or the differences that the governor had with the assembly. That's what the governor wanted me to apologize about.
So do we therefore have it in the record that it was about the altercations?
I don't have the record, because the whole event, the governor was talking about how we have hung and